Hi there, welcome to this tutorial for one of the most iconic ukulele sound bites out there. This is the Chum Bucket Rhumba as heard on SpongeBob SquarePants. What we're going to do in this video is talk about the chords you need for GCEA ukulele, then the chords you need for baritone DGBE ukulele, and then we'll talk about strumming a little bit. If you want to support the work on this channel, there are three things you can do. First of all, you can like this video. Second, you can subscribe to both of my channels, both the Uke Play Along channel and the UkeStuff channel. And third, you can always buy me a cup of coffee to say thank you for making this content at www.buymeacoffee.com/UkeStuff. All right, let's begin with the chords you need for GCEA soprano, concert, or tenor ukulele. First of all, it's going to be a bar chord. If you don't like playing bar chords, I'm going to give you some tips. But first and foremost, be warned that setup of your ukulele is important. The action, how high the strings are above the frets, is important. And if you've never had your ukulele checked, you should do so. A lot of ukuleles come shipped with really high action. That's intentional because necks can move in shipment. They're built in one place, shipped across the ocean, delivered to other places with different levels of temperatures and humidity. So companies want to protect themselves and not have buzzing ukuleles. So if they set the action way too low at the factory, it arrives at its destination in its home and it's buzzing. People aren't happy about that. So you can always adjust an ukulele down. You just sometimes can't add it back up without buying, for example, a different nut and saddle. So check your ukulele, check the action. If you don't know how to adjust your action or it hasn't been checked, you can always take it to a luthier. So here are some tricks for playing a bar chord. First of all, take your first finger across all four strings right above the metal second fret. So this is for the D7. You're going to pull against the fretboard, holding your ukulele securely, pulling against the fretboard like this. That will give you most of the sound that you need. So I'm not even using my thumb here. I'm using all leverage pulling. Then I can add my thumb for some gentle support and then add my second finger to the first string, third fret. And then in this song, you're going to go down a half step a lot to the C sharp 7 and then back. It's going to happen a lot. Then you have a G chord, a C chord, and an A7 chord. And those are the 5 chords you're going to have in the Chum Bucket Rhumba on GCEA soprano, concert, tenor ukulele. Now let's talk about baritone ukulele. On baritone DGBE ukulele, we're actually going to do a little cheat here at the beginning, but we're going to do a D7 chord, and then we're just going to go down one half step and then back. Now, you could theoretically do a C sharp 7, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to use that D diminished 7 instead. It works really well with the baritone. Then we'll do a G chord, a C chord, and then an A7. So you're going to take your first finger across all 4 strings right above the metal second fret. You're going to pull against your ukulele while holding it securely. That's going to give you most of your sound. Add your thumb for some support, and then the second finger plays the first string, third fret. And those are the chords you need to play Chum Bucket Rhumba on baritone DGBE ukulele. Now let's talk about some strumming. Now, as it comes to strumming, I usually say there was no ukulele in the original recording, so therefore there's no right answer. There was an ukulele in the original recording, but it's possible that you might not play every strum as you hear in the recording. So I'll give you some ideas to help you get close, but just remember that it's okay if it doesn't match perfectly with what you're hearing being played on the ukulele. There are 3 rules when it comes to strumming. First of all, play the right chord at the right time. Second, keep a steady tempo or a steady beat. And third, make sure that whatever you're doing actually fits with the style of the song. So whatever you're strumming or doing, as long as it fits, you're in good shape. So let's talk about some strumming. Now, first of all, let's talk about the intro. What you're going to hear is this. What you're hearing is down, up, then down, up, down, but at this speed. And then we get into the actual song. So what I'm hearing a lot is this. It's and yes, it is the full D7 and not the Hawaiian D7. So it is the full bar chord that I'm hearing on the recording. Now, if you want to play that other Hawaiian D7, go ahead. Go ahead. There's no rule that says you can't. I'm just showing you what I'm hearing. What I'm hearing here, though, is you've got the G chord, and you go down strum, and then what we call a rasgueado strum, but I make sure that I hit my pinky. If I hit the pinky, the rest of them follow. The rest of it's pretty much an island strum. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. But then it's a rasgueado on that second down. So it's down, rasgueado, up, down, up. And at speed. And then occasionally you'll hit the strings and I think stop them as well. The other thing that I am hearing as I listen a little closer is that sometimes the last up isn't being played on the island strum. So it becomes down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, instead of down, down, up, down, up. That final up you can leave off, and that would sound like this. That would work very well too. And with those chords and that strumming, that's all you need to be successful on Chum Bucket Rhumba as heard on SpongeBob SquarePants. Thanks so much for joining me for this video. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll be back soon with some more Uke stuff for you.